Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play Quest for Glory 4 with me, your host Tim. What happened in the last episode? I can sum it up. We explored more of Mordavia, getting down to the southeastern section. We discovered Baba Yaga has a hut here. And we also, or rather moved her hut here, and is back to her old form of being an ogress. We also discovered that Punny Bones is apparently looking for her. The jester, the other stranger who was here. So we have an excuse to try to seek an audience with Baba Yaga. So maybe we'll go ahead and see what we can do with Bonehead to get that to happen. We also met the Lishi as well, who gave us a single riddle to solve, who guess what he is. When we go back to him in the future, he'll tell us what we should be aiming to do next. Okay. And what are we doing now? I guess we're getting breakfast, and then we will go out adventuring today. I won't stop by the doctor's today. We'll give him a day or two off of heckling him for, or harassing him for healing mana.
Nothing like a good breakfast to get you off to a good start in the morning, especially when everything's laced with garlic.
Healing and poison cure potions. Thank you. Eggs with garlic. That'd be interesting. I think I actually have some garlic powder. I should try that. How's our supplies looking? We still have 7 rations, my goodness, and we've got plenty of money. Good morning, Yuri. How are you today?
Ah, so you are back.
Yes, it's the breakfasts. You have a good day.
The innkeeper nods at you.
All right, let's go ahead and head on out. We'll go down to see... I guess we should see the Lishi and see what we should be doing next, but I'm pretty sure it should be Baba Yaga. Whoa!
Look, he is safely locked away. We should wait a bit to see if the gravedigger shows up. Well, there you go. Igor's missing. That ties it. The little weasel never goes anywhere, for crying out loud.
Yeah, except when he's with that wacko, crazy, cuckoo doctor.
Why else would that gypsy be so darn close to town? He got a taste for meat.
It was a full moon outside last night, I'm telling ya.
Here, somebody's going to jail. Justice must be served, even for that little gravedigger.
Justice? We don't even know if a crime has really been committed. Just relax, go home or to the inn. The gypsy goes nowhere. We can decide what to do later.
But we...
Later, go home.
They're calling for retribution without waiting for an investigation. Hello, everyone.
You say, hello, to the group.
Ah, the stranger. Have you heard that Igor was killed and we... Will you stop saying that? We only know that Igor is missing.
But we already have Igor's murderer.
We have a gypsy, that is all.
But you know that all gypsies are werewolves.
I do not know that, and neither do any of you. If you would stop listening to old wives' tales and start thinking, you'd realize only that the gravedigger is missing, and all else is in your imaginations.
You know, I'm a hero, or an adventurer. I can look into this, I suppose. I don't really have any large amount of investigative skills, but I'm sure I can probably figure something out. I once got the moon to be in a different place, you know.
You ask if you can help in the investigation. After all, you are a bona fide hero.
We already have the murderer.
We ourselves have solved this.
We are the heroes here.
Look, if you can prove one way or another what happened to Igor, I would be glad of it. I do not like blaming someone for a crime that may not even have been committed.
Okay. Let's go in and talk to the prisoner, I guess. He would be inside Dimitri's home, wouldn't he? Let's go in and talk to him there. Oh, there he is.
The gravedigger is missing, and the gypsy just happened to be near the front gate when we were searching for Igor. He is suspected of being a werewolf and of having eaten Igor.
Interesting. Having eaten him. Does he have any blood on him? Claws or something? Where is the prisoner? Have you investigated him? What proof do you have that he ate him in any way?
You can talk to the gypsy yourself. He hasn't said much to anyone.
Alright, well, we'll go ahead and talk to him then. Wow, that's quite a chin. Hello there, gypsy. How are you doing today? Why were you by the town?
The gypsy looks at you with disdain.
Do you know anything about what happened to the gravedigger? Did you even see him? Do you know what the gravedigger even looks like, or did you kill him?
The gypsy glares at you in sullen silence.
I'm not very good at this investigative stuff. Let's ask about werewolves.
The gypsy spits in your general direction.
Right. Okay, then. Oh, this didn't spit on me. We should... You know what, sir? No matter what, we will try to get to the bottom of this. I will help you in whatever way I can.
You tell the gypsy that you will do whatever you can to help prove his innocence and see his release.
Oh yeah, that too.
The gypsy doesn't seem to believe you.
Well then, go do something instead of standing around talking with everyone.
Hey, you gotta try to talk with people first. If he supposedly was there or not, he might have some information, but he didn't even defend himself. Oh. How you doing, Burgomeister?
I'm not certain what to do. I don't think that the gypsy had anything to do with Igor, but unless there is some real proof, the gypsy will burn. I can't leave the gypsy here by himself, yet someone needs to find out about Igor. Everyone else in town just assumes the gypsy is guilty.
Where was Igor last seen?
Igor is missing, and the townspeople seem sure that this gypsy is the cause. I am not so sure myself, but there's very little I can do until Igor is found.
Oh, you're not telling me where he was last seen, so I have no idea where to start my investigation. Where did the townspeople say they saw him last? Or they mentioned they captured the gypsy?
Sometimes I think Mordavia is cursed. We live with so much real and present danger that we start to imagine things and overreact. Just because some folks find a gypsy when Igor is missing, they blame the gypsy. Now everyone in town thinks the gypsy is a raving werewolf out to eat us all. They act like frightened fools.
Well, they're people. People tend to do that. Alright.
It is possible that the gravedigger is still alive. If you are going wandering outside of town, please watch for him. Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi, but we have waited long enough.
Yeah, he's right. I got first dibs. That gypsy's gonna pay.
That gypsy's gonna make Joan of Arc look like a piker. He's gonna burn at the stake.
Yes, yes. If I cannot find out what happened to Igor before tomorrow, you shall have your burning.
Oh, I disagree with that, Dimitri, very much. Murdering someone just to absolve their fears? That's terrible. Where was the gypsy last seen? Or rather, where was the gypsy discovered?
I do not think I can keep the townspeople away from the gypsy much longer. Still, if he is truly a werewolf, he will get no worse than he deserves.
That's right, Slick. That werewolf's gonna burn!
Yeah, we won't rest till we avenge... What's his name? Igor!
Wow!
At the risk of being redundant here, death to the werewolf!
I don't think I've ever talked to Dimitri outside his window, or I missed the first group of questions to ask him when I walked inside. I don't ever recall that before. Where was Igor last seen?
He is still missing without a trace.
Well, somebody's not keeping up with the program here. That's because the werewolf ate him.
Yeah, and then he picked his teeth with Igor's bones.
Nothing left but the hump. You do know what a hump is, don't you?
Well then, if the hump was left, where is it?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, I just made that part up. There's nothing left to poor old Igor.
I never heard that before. All right then, Burgermeister.
I am trying to discover what has happened to Igor.
Hold it. We know what happened to Igor.
Yeah, and it's rough, I tell you. The werewolf killed him, okay?
The gypsy's gonna burn for this.
I keep telling you all, nothing is proven. Just let me do my job, please.
Wow. Ugh. All right, maybe Olga knows what happened to Igor. Let's save the game really quick. Here. Haven't talked to Olga in a few days now, have we?
Have you heard? Igor the gravedigger is missing. They say the gypsy did it. We may have a werewolf on a stake soon.
Hello, Olga. Good morning.
So, you haven't been eaten yet. We'll see how long you last traipsing about everywhere when you should be staying in this nice, safe town.
Olga, what rumors have you heard, particularly about the gypsy?
What would you like to know about?
The gypsy.
The gypsy was right outside town. The very nerve of some people. No sooner did it eat poor Igor that it went off looking for someone else to chew on. Everyone knows how gypsies are werewolves. I don't know how I'll sleep with that beast so close. We should bury him as quickly as possible. And I told Dmitri that. Otherwise, who knows what will happen when that gypsy gets loose? We'll all be eaten.
Fear. So afraid. Where was the gravedigger last seen? Does anyone know where he was last seen?
Igor didn't return to town the other night. Poor man. Something dreadful happened to him. Eaten alive, more's the pity.
Okay, so he wasn't in the town. That would put him in the graveyard. So we can go and check there, I suppose. Do you know anything about Dr. Cranium? Or would he have maybe seen Igor last?
Dr. Cranium is a very strange man. No one knows what goes on in the back room of his house, except maybe Igor, and he won't talk about it. Someday, the mad doctor will blow us all up with one of those experiments of his. You mark my words.
She really is a rumor monger. Any other adventurers that you've seen, or any adventurers in the past that you can tell me about?
You see, there used to be a very active adventurers guild here in town, but it's been empty and locked up since I can remember.
Any info on the Burgermeister, as long as I'm asking about people?
Our Burgermeister is named Dmitri. He is responsible for keeping order in the town, and he is very serious. But there was some scandal about his grandmother, but it was hushed up.
Alright, well, while I'm here, we might as well purchase some more rations, I suppose. Just to keep my trail rations up. And that'll probably do. Thank you much. Take care, Olga. I'll talk to you later.
You take care. Don't want to see your funeral. You had that walk to the cemetery. As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi.
We've heard this one already. I'm just gonna skip it. All right, so he was last seen at the graveyard. So let's go there and see what's happening. Okay, so graveyard time. At least we might pick up the trail there, figure out where he went. Maybe there'll be some clue. Yep. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, this is unexpected. This is kind of going to stop me from going to Baba Yaga's. The graveyard's close to Lychee, though, so we can at least do that as well, I suppose, today. Actually, listen to me talk like that. That's terrible. Like, oh my god, missing Igor is going to slow me down what I wanted to do today. Yep, that's selfish hero talk there, Tim. I'm going to try to figure out what happened to Igor. Baba Yaga might end up going away, right? She's not gonna. But I guess that could have been a thing which happened. It'd be neat, actually, if there was a time limit on what could happen to you in this game. I think that might be the case in Game 5, the next one of these, but not for this one. Most of this you aren't timed with the exception of Quest for Glory 2.
You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below. This headstone does not have an...
So it's not fallen over this, but it's supposed to have been so. Are we strong enough to simply move it out of the way?
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave!
Well, that was easy. No one decided to search this. They must have just gone out, saw the gypsy, and said he did it. God, I've been living in so much fear. Hysterical people. It's a curse. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that was a piece of cake. While we're back here, though, why don't we take a look at this a little more?
A heavy stone door seals off the Borgov family crypt. A relief carving on the door shows the crest of the House of Borgov.
I don't feel right actually going in there at the moment. We could probably unlock it with my open spell. We'll just leave it there, and the same thing with this crypt. We'll talk to Igor about it. Maybe he'll be a little more friendly to us now that we've helped him from dying a horrible death. Okay, so where are we going now? So, let's go visit the Lychee. I think he's right over here.
Na 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 na.
Alright, we gotta, can I cast a trigger spell and do this?
Your spell does nothing. It only works upon magically enchanted objects.
Okay, we have to run around.
You're about as...
Oh, about something as a goon, right. Let's, just click on all of these. Play this game.
Na 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 na.
Over this way as well. This music sounds really loud to me. Let's lower it a little bit more. Why does Lychee have the loud music? I want the creepy music to be loud. That's really cheating, Mr. Lychee. Going super high speed, wait until I can't do anything. Alright, if there's nowhere else for you to go, we gotcha.
Oops! Hi there!
Hello.
Three and three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
Oh, the Rizolka. Maybe we should go and visit her again then if he wants us to visit her. So I would guess Rizolka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6.
Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Okay, that's the hint that we should be going after Baba Yaga next. But we should probably go after We should probably visit the Rizolka again if he's mentioning her. I guess we can do that today. Okay, so we'll do that then. We'll go back to the Rizolka. Assuming she's not gone forever with us scaring her off. I don't think she is. While we're in this area, we might as well visit Irana's garden as well. So let's do that. You know what? Let's keep a protection.
You cast the protection spell.
Let's keep that on us while we're walking around. I shouldn't be using all my magic up anyway. And we have a few magic fruit if I need it. I will always go and grab magic fruit because of how little magic it restores in the grand scheme of things. And if I want to save time in the game, which is to say I don't want to spend 90 days in game practicing my non-combat spells, we definitely want as much fruit as we can get.
Your magical lasso floats towards the tree and plucks a single ripe fruit from its branches.
Alright, goodbye, Irana's Peace. Thank you for the fruit. Alright, so the Rizolka is to the left here. So let's go and find her. I think we'll have to go north once. Then if we still have leftover time, we can go to Baba Yaga, but I don't think we'll have time to do that today. If we're lucky, we'll have a fight against another bunny rabbit and get our force bolt and our lightning bolt, or lightning ball, up to 350. We should probably save the game again. Oh, we can also go back and talk to Dimitri. Igor's probably made it back safely. He has. I don't think... Yeah, he's not... Correct. He's not attacked in town. Everyone... or on the way back to town. Everyone, I do not know, actually...
Your protection spell has worn off.
What happens if you don't save Igor? I've never done it.
You cast the protection spell.
Which is to say that I've never not saved him. I've always... That's such a weird way to speak, Tim. I've always saved Igor. And I think all my brothers did as well. So I don't know what happens actually if he dies. I'll have to look that up online. We can just reload the game and see what happens if we just don't bother to save him. But can you still beat the game? Oh, it would be really tough to do so. Almost impossible to do so. But you probably could. You probably could. I'll mention why later when we actually... Well, I don't want to ruin too much, but it would be difficult to beat the game without saving him. And not necessarily for something that Igor gives us. I'm going the wrong way. This will lead to the swamp, but we're here now, so I went south a little bit too much. Hello, swamp. We're not sticking around. Going north again. Then to the west, and then south. It's a very pleasant day. No weather effects in the game. I don't know if any of the Quest for Glories have any weather effects. I remember growing up...
Your protection spell has worn off.
Rain. Anything that had rain effects was an instant hit with me.
You cast the protection spell.
Like, what was that one Zelda game? A Link to the Past. The rain at the very beginning of the game and the one time you went into the swamp. Oh, I loved it. That was so wonderful. And The Witcher. Witcher has fantastic weather effects. I love it.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me.
You sound so matter-of-fact about it. Like, the water is very cold. It would be nicer if someone held me. the emotion's just so weird. Hello there.
Why don't you come to my arms so that I can give you a real greeting?
Well, I don't really want to hurt you in any way. I don't suppose you want an avocado sandwich.
Garlic and avocado? Ooh, yuck. It is so...
Huh. Well, here then, miss. We picked some of these beautiful flowers. I don't know if anyone's given you these lately.
Thank you for the beautiful flowers. No one has been so nice to me since I can remember.
Oh, she says something completely different in the text. Well, hello there. My name's Galvin. It's nice to meet you.
You tell the Rusalka about some of your previous adventures.
Gee, you've done a lot to get rid of monsters and things. You don't think I'm some kind of monster, do you? I mean, just because I'm undead and drown people, you don't think I'm bad?
I do, actually. Yes. Yes, you are a bad girl. You are a bad girl. What's your name, by the way? You call yourself the Rizolka. I refuse to believe your parents named you an undead, drowning creature.
I've been a Rizalka for so long. I've forgotten.
Wow. Well, I'll ask again. What's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Or rather, what's a bad girl like you doing in a place like this?
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
I don't really know. I've been here for such a long time now. I mean, it's not like I can go anywhere. I can't leave the lake.
Well, tell me about your home then. What's it like in the lake? Oh, that's a very seductive look right there. What's it like in the lake?
This lake is surrounded on 3 sides by steep mountains. To the southwest, it merges with a swamp. The lake is not a safe place for you to swim. Many unpleasant things lurk in the deep water.
You mentioned the swamp? Is that the same swamp I've been in?
The swamp is definitely a creepy place. Dead things lie under the water and try to drag the living underneath. Kinda sounds like my job description, doesn't it? Well, the things in the swamp are a whole lot nastier than I am, so be careful out there.
Sure. I guess death by you is a kiss, an embrace, and then death, drowning. The clawing things probably claw you to death while you're drowning, so I suppose you are the nicer way to go. You mentioned things in there?
I stay far away from them. They crawled into the lake from the swamp one day. Ugh, they remind me of worms and give me the creeps.
Interesting. I hope we don't have to encounter whatever those things are. Do you know anything about the forest that surrounds the lake, or do you stay in the lake all the time?
I don't know much about the forest. I can't leave my lake, so I don't get around there much.
It occurs to me, it's like talking to a noon wraith from the Witcher series, isn't it? You don't leave this area. So what's it like being a Rizolka?
It is lonely being a Rizalka. Anytime anyone nice comes along, I pull him into the lake and drown him. Once he's drowned, he's not much company, I'm afraid.
Doesn't sound like many ladies are visiting you. Would you drown them as well? I don't know if that's in your job description. How many people have you killed?
It's my job to drown anyone who comes to the lake. That's what being a Rizalka is all about.
Okay, then. I think if I ask about the town, she'll just tell me where the town is. But we'll ask anyway.
I think I remember the town. I must have lived there once. Other than the fact it's somewhere to the northeast, I guess I can't tell you much about it.
Well, thank you very much. Actually, how about some fruit? Want some magic fruit? Can I give you some magic fruit?
That didn't do anything useful.
No, I think we still have that fruit too. Yeah, we don't lose the fruit. Alright, well, thank you, Miss Rizolka. I'll see you later, I'm sure.
Please, come visit me again sometime. It's nice to have a friend to talk to.
Now, we can't do anything else. Well, it's a bit awkward to say it that way. We can't do anything else with Rizolka. So, we cannot solve her problem. She is a Rizolka. She will remain a Rizolka forever because we are never told how to break her curse.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Because we are not a paladin.
You cast the protection spell.
The paladin will get a quest to save her and let her move on to, well, I guess the afterlife or whatever it is that she's going to go. But not us. We don't get that choice. I think she might have one more a group of conversation topics to cover, and that's it. So we'll probably visit her 1, maybe 2 more times, but that will be it for us. What time is it? We should be going back to town, so let's do that. We can off-screen practicing our protection spell, I suppose. We can also talk to everybody. There will be different conversation topics to talk to everyone about tonight. Having saved Igor, I think everyone in the around the dinner table will have some different things to say. God, I'm so dumb. Do I say the same thing? Oh, hello. Just in slightly different ways all the time. Oh, God! Necrotar! Necrotar. We'll cast Calm.
A vicious, slithering Necrotor comes crashing through the woods after you. It doesn't look very friendly either.
Let's just get away from the Necrotar. Not in the mood to fight one of these today. Now we'll be safe at town. Let's run up there. See you, Mr. Necrotar. Not today. I don't feel like fighting you today. We'll show off the Necrotar tomorrow. No, I don't really want to fight one today. Alright, so let's go back outside, practice our protection spell a little bit. I'll do that off screen really quick. Necrotars will be a fun...
Your protection spell has worn off.
It'll be a fun fight, but I didn't feel like doing it at the moment. Alright, so we can definitely handle Necrotar. Just wanted to run away. Oh, run away once, and also I did want to show you guys what happens if you run away. It's like the first Quest for Glory. You just have to run across different screens until you can finally get away from the creature.
You cast...
I'll do this off screen. Right back. Okay, everyone. All done with the casting of the protection spell. Let's take a look and see how much protection we got. 237. Yeah, that's about what I expect. It's going to take another 2 days to get up to 300, then 2 more days to 350, and then we can begin working on a different non-combat spell. Probably Calm or Levitate will need to be next. I refuse to practice juggling lights. I think that spell will be fine. Alright, let's see if everyone's still here or if Igor made it back safely to town. No one's here. Let's see if the prisoner's here. We can at least tell Dimitri hopefully what we saw about Igor. Prisoner's gone.
The gypsy is gone.
Did he escape? Like run away? Or did you let him go? Hello, Dimitri.
Welcome back. I suppose you've heard all the latest news by now.
No, I haven't actually. What can you tell me about the latest news? What happened? Where is the prisoner?
The gypsy is no longer my prisoner. Good riddance. I would not have enjoyed burning him at the stake.
Ah, good. Okay. So he's not here. That means either he escaped or you let him go. I'm gonna assume you let him go. How are you, Dimitri?
I'm just glad this whole thing is over. I hope this is the last of people disappearing mysteriously around here.
I think you're talking about Igor. And the townsfolk? How have they reacted to seeing Igor back?
The townspeople are foolish sometimes. They want easy answers instead of difficult solutions.
Alright, well, thank you, Dimitri. Take care.
Farewell, and take care of yourself.
Hey, wonderful. I wonder if Igor actually told the Burgomeister that we had saved him. I guess he did.
Farewell, and thank you for helping Igor. I did not believe the gypsy was guilty, and I did not want to burn him at the stake.
I know, but that's, in a way, Dimitri, what makes it even worse, because you were going to anyway, to appease the people. Always well, that's you can't really say do what you know to be right, because that itself is a bit ambiguous, but don't do what you know to be wrong, I suppose. Even that's a bit ambiguous. You shouldn't kill someone that you know doesn't deserve... Oh.
Igor, very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now.
Your protection spell has worn off.
Hello, Igor. I remember that sound effect there. I guess we'll talk to Igor for a tiny bit. And don't kill someone, especially not for a crime it didn't commit. Come on. It's just dumb. God. Hello, Igor.
Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too, Igor. You know, everyone was really worried about you, and everyone was panicking and they wanted to avenge your death.
To tell Igor, the townspeople were worried while he was gone.
People miss Igor? You tell Igor a rumor? Igor now more happy than ever.
Ha! Ha!
Morgue! Happy, get it? Little graveyard humor there.
So sorry. You know, if it wasn't for the horrible moaning sound you were making under the grave, I never would have discovered you were in there. Though the grave was down, that wouldn't have been enough to make me think so.
You tell Igor how you figured out he was stuck in the grave.
Lucky for Igor, you persistent hero.
So, Igor, what happened there, by the way? That was a pretty grave accident you had.
Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it. Igor carve headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. Little graveyard humor there.
Indeed. And how are you doing, Igor? You looked alive and well. No worse for what happened to you.
Oh, reports of Igor's demise greatly exaggerated.
Igor, you wouldn't happen to have the key to the crypts, would you? I'm gonna assume it's okay to visit them, and I like to get in by not casting open.
Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger. Igor give crypt key to you.
Thank you, Igor, very much. What else can you tell me about Dr. Cranium?
People say Doctor mad. Doctor not mad. Doctor just crazy.
I think that's what they mean, Igor. What about the gypsy? I don't suppose you actually saw him at all.
Oh, people not like gypsies. People think gypsies steal things. People think gypsies eat people. People think gypsies not normal like Igor.
It's probably because, well, no. Keep politics out of this, Tim. Yep. They don't trust them. That's the problem. They're afraid. Igor, by the way, you don't happen to know anything about Irana's staff, do you?
Staff been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town.
Ah, interesting. Wonder if we could have the Burgomeister tell us a little bit about it later. Well, thank you, Igor. You have a good evening.
You say goodbye to Igor. Igor nods cryptically. A little graveyard humor there.
How do you cryptically nod? That's like a not nod, isn't it? Is that shaking your head kind of oddly? Alright, well, obviously we're here. We're just going to use the exercise machine a bit more. Might as well keep improving our stats. This is what let us save Igor.
There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow.
Okay, let's rest a tiny bit here until it's near evening.
Up.
2 hours might do it. Okay, this is fine. We'll practice, let's wait till we actually go to before bed, and then we'll practice our protection spell a little more. I think it should be safe for us to go safe. I think if we go back to the inn now, we'll find that the people are there as well. You know, the people. All of them. Oh, not sunset yet. Igor's still out. Okay, so, yep, let's go back here. Actually, let's watch Dimitri close the shutters. I think we've seen that once before, haven't we? I think we just have to rest maybe 30 minutes.
After some rest, you feel better.
Still not nighttime. Very close to sunset.
After some rest, you feel better.
Maybe 10 more minutes.
After some rest, you feel better.
Really? I had another hour? How about that?
After some rest, you feel better.
There we go. Such a nice effect. I love that. He's closing up for the evening.
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
good evening, everyone.
They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talking.
Yuri, how are you this evening?
I am well, as always.
Oh, they're not saying anything new. Alright. You know what it probably is? Okay, let's talk to these guys really quick and see if there's anything new topics. How are you guys doing this evening?
Look, here we are sitting...
Okay, yeah, so what's happening here is that we saved Igor, but the game itself is giving us, I guess, an entire day plus evening to rescue him. And so it's not giving us different conversation topics tonight. They probably will do so tomorrow.
Tonight, for your dining pleasure, it is the traditional Mordavian chicken paprikash, delicately seasoned with locally grown paprika and garlic.
That sounds good. I like garlic chicken, I think. Alright, have a good night, everybody.
They all ignore you as usual.
Wonderful. Let's get to bed. Get some sleep. Oh! We should do something before I forget. I just recalled something else we need to do, or we'll have trouble.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Beating the game. There's another character that we can meet inside town. A spirit of sorts. We're gonna try to see it tonight. We have to wait until midnight, however, to do so.
After some rest, you feel better.
Which means we have to keep doing this until until our narrator says you're getting tired or sleepy or something like that, in which case we'll know it's midnight.
After some rest, you feel better.
I guess arguably I should be doing this every night in order to get my mana up a little more to cast more spells.
After some rest, you feel better.
It's amazing how much I obsess over getting my spells up ranks.
After some rest, you feel better.
Because you don't really have to do it. Not to beat the game. We could technically beat the game now with the stats we've got. Yeah, we could totally do this now. It's just I want to bring over slightly higher stats for the next game. It's going to be really hard to improve our combat stats, though.
After some rest, you feel better.
We're still not getting tired? What time is it? Almost midnight.
After some rest, you feel better. You're getting tired.
Okay. Now, let's go out and see if there's anything new out in the inn.
You have the feeling you are being watched.
Do you see him above the fireplace?
You see a small, hairy, sad-looking creature.
Let's go downstairs and talk to it. Irana's staff is in town, so we should be safe from anything hostile. Although the monastery isn't safe, but I think the tavern's close enough. Hello?
Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so?
Hello, Domovoy. How are you? My name is Galvin, and I'm an adventurer.
You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero.
I'm working on it. You mentioned you're a Domovoy. Is that your name?
Domovoy am I. Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch. Protect the inn, do I. By big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger are. Maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do. Speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do, Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring. Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help.
You live here in the inn, then?
In where I am living. In Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad.
How so?
Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic.
Dark magic?
Too much we speak, too much I talk. Sometime else we speak, sometime else I talk.
Wanting to wait to see what I do. Hopefully, Domovoy, you've at least heard that I've saved Igor. I don't intend to harm anyone here. Can you tell me anything else about Mordavia, then? No one else in town is willing to tell me more about this place.
Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things here. You find out.
Okay, well, fair enough. Thank you, Domovoy. You have a good evening.
Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
Fair enough. You wouldn't happen to want a sandwich, would you?
That didn't do anything useful.
Okay. Well, have a good evening then, Mr. Domovoy. I'm sure we'll talk again in the future. I'll visit maybe a night or two from now. Yeah, very important you know the Domovoy's here. Can't beat the game without his help.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
I can't believe I forgot about him till like a week in. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna practice. Why not? We'll do this on screen really quick. It'll just take a few seconds. Yep, all in the name of practicing our spells over and over and over again. So we had almost half a thing of mana. It's not as painful as the other spell practicing was. Okay, and we're ending with 248. That's pretty good for one day of working on it past 200. While you sleep, you dream you hear voices. They are strangely familiar. It's been a while since I last used this crystal ball. The time I caught you watching the dryad bathing in the lake? There is definitely some magic interfering with the vision. It is difficult to tell whether I am getting through or not. Either you are mystically rusty or your crystal is dusty. You are not helping. I need to concentrate here. I think I'm starting to get something. Wait, let me see if I can adjust the antenna. You hear the sudden sound of music and a different voice saying, "And now for something completely different." The music and the voices fade as you start to awake. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. Hello, everyone. Sometimes with casting magic over and over again, the game gets confused about the audio. I apologize for that. I think I did the voices like what they were. One was an old man's voice, and the other would have been a high-pitched voice of some sort. Alright, everyone, but that will do it for us. Thank you all for watching. And, well, I guess today we'll make our way over to see Baba Yaga. We'll also maybe visit the crypt on the way back, assuming we can get an audience with her. So I will see